say you're to come over to say bye?
I made a huge mistake.
You didn't say that to me?
Huge mistake.
You didn't say that to me?
Well, I won't do it again.
What's the mistake then?
Amber Heard has been a focus of a lot of things for many years, and if you have not heard by now, then you sure will soon. Ever since her split from the Pirates of the Caribbean actor Johnny Depp, she has been getting quite a bit of attention, one could say. With the past week being their time back in court, it seems that her ex-lover Johnny Depp finally got the chance to say it all, and now her time is underway. It is only fair that cross-examination will follow her testimony, and the real question here is, how will she be able to draw positive attention her way following all that has been shared in the courtroom recently? We'll break it all down for you. Welcome to Celebrities Live. Make sure to hit that subscribe button for all the latest news. Now, for those of you that might not be aware, Monday, April 25th, concluded Johnny Depp's testimony in the defamation case against his ex-wife, Amber Heard. Truth is said, the testimony was an emotional roller coaster for Johnny Depp, to say the least. Depp is suing his ex-wife for $50 million over a 2018 op-ed she wrote for the Washington Post, in which she described herself as a public figure representing DA. Though Depp was not named in the article, he claims it cost him lucrative acting work and so much more. Quick update on it all. A long day in court adjourned at 5:30 p.m. on Monday, April 25th, after House Manager Ben King finished his testimony and Johnny Depp completed his final day on the stand. Johnny Depp's team is expected to continue to call witnesses for the rest of the week, although insiders told the Post that exact names at this time have not been fully shared. Tara Roberts, the estate manager of Depp's Bahamas compound, also takes the stand via live video link and sheds some light on what has been seen on the property. So, let's get into it. Audio recordings. Several audio recordings and video footage has been shared in the courtroom, and some would say that many of these recordings have not painted the best picture of Amber Heard, especially when it comes down to the fact that she is claiming she is the victim of it all. Every time Heard suggested that no one would believe Depp's account in audio recordings, it doesn't seem to be the case much longer. Additional bombshell recordings of Depp and Heard's arguments were shared in court. In one, Heard voices frustration with the up and down nature of their relationship. It takes you 20 minutes at most to go F, that I hate you, I don't want to be with you, I don't want you to be with me in my life. Then you need to do it and forget that 5 hours ago you said the opposite. Does that seem normal to you? You told me that you couldn't imagine your life without me. Now you're throwing your ring on the floor. Does that seem normal to you? Depp testified that he wanted out of the marriage, but Heard wouldn't let him leave in response to this audio. In another, the two addressed the thing and suggests it's a two-way street. When Depp said he'd go public, Heard suggested that no one would believe him to be the victim, just as a man. Tell the world, Johnny, she says in the audio. Tell them I, Johnny Depp, a man. I am a victim too of domestic, and see how many people believe or side with you. As the day in court continued during Monday's testimony, Depp did attempt to explain some of his implant languages, and again denied that he cut off his finger during a fight with her, even though he told people as much at the time. He has clearly stated that the finger was severed when Heard threw a vodka bottle at him. Why would I start lopping off digits in my 50s? He said, showing his right hand to the jury. I can't take responsibility for what I now call Little Richard, my chopped finger. Ben Rottenborn. Throughout the day, most of the questioning consisted of Amber Heard's lawyer playing audio clips or reading vulgar text messages sent by Depp and asking Depp if he read them correctly. Throughout the entire cross-examination, Depp showed his displeasure with Rottenborn's questions, and the whole courtroom caught on to the fact that Johnny Depp was not having it when it came to answering his questions. When Rottenborn interrupted one response, Depp said, I was talking. When Rottenborn said he considered the question to be fully answered, Depp responded, as long as you're happy. And since then, the tension between the two did not seem to die down after that. Shortly after, Depp also expressed disapproval as Rottenborn read headlines from a series of negative articles written about the Pirates of the Caribbean actor. Some dated back to 2014. These are all hit pieces. These are Drek, Depp said. Rottenborn read out 12 headlines, including one describing how under the influence he was at an awards ceremony and got cut off by the organizers. A May 2016 piece said Depp Depp's friends and family were seriously concerned about him. Here's why. Depp responded, "How did they know?" Johnny Depp proceeded to dismiss a 2017 story about his former manager, saying he had an epic sense of entitlement because he was in a lawsuit with them. Depp said that another title from the same month about how he drank heavily and was constantly late to the scene of the Pirates of the Caribbean 5 was pathetic and just a hit piece. Rottenborn read the headline from another story that said, "Where did it all go wrong for Johnny Depp?" The article noted that after a string of flops, Depp's career looked as wobbly as Jack Sparrow on a plane. Rottenborn asked Depp if he read that correctly. He responded sarcastically that he read it very well. A number of the headlines were from The Hollywood Reporter, and Depp said bitingly they were very nice to me. Rottenborn introduced the articles to try to demonstrate that the 2019 Post article, at the center of it all, is not what damaged his reputation, but instead the entire time was pointing out a very long history of Johnny Depp's bad behavior as Heard and her team attempt to use Johnny Depp's past as an upper hand in this case. When it comes down to it all, the trial here is set out to be focused on the defamation of Johnny Depp's character and Heard's 2018 Washington Post op-ed. But much more has become the focus here. Depp's attorney says that Depp's damaged reputation is a result of his bad behavior, and that's why their marriage history, and more importantly, Johnny Depp's past, has been shared to this extent. Ben King. The court heard from Ben King, the manager of the house in Australia, where Depp and Heard fought in 2015, which led to Depp's finger being sliced off. King said that Heard was crying hysterically when he arrived at the house. King went downstairs to the bar in the games room to look around. He said walking into the bar, he could see the damage. A broken ping pong table, lots of broken glass, cans thrown around the bar area. Directly at the end of the bar, there was a scrunched up piece of kitchen paper with lots of blood in it. It was within the scrunched up piece of paper on the tiled floor by the one on the bar stool. I gathered it up in the kitchen area, walked back up to the kitchen, and got a little plastic bag and put it in there, set it on top of some ice, and handed it over to David Kipper and Jerry Judge, who were keen to get it into the hospital quickly to see if it could be reattached. King said that he flew back to Los Angeles with her, where she admitted to him, "Have you ever been so angry with someone you just lost it with them?" King said that Heard became very distrustful when she realized he said no, and they didn't speak much until after they landed. Is Heard playing mind games? The ongoing battle between the former couple has yet taken another turn, with Amber Heard now being accused of playing several mind games while in court. As Johnny Depp's defamation trail against Heard is only starting to heat up, social media users are accusing Depp's former lover of employing an unorthodox courtroom strategy, as they seem to believe that she's copying her ex's outfits to try and get inside of his head. Tweets detailing this alleged active wardrobe are currently going viral. As the New York Post reported, with every aspect of the trial under a microscope, it is not surprising that social media users had something to say about this too. Amber Heard is playing mind games with Johnny Depp by copying his outfits in court. One observer alive on Twitter on Thursday, "I've been watching Johnny Depp's trial and noticed that Amber Heard is mirroring him through outfits," wrote another Twitter user. "When Johnny wore a gray suit, the next day she wore the same thing. Then he wore a Gucci piece, and then she wore it the next day." They were referencing Johnny Depp when he showed up the first day on trial on April 11th in a gray suit and a Gucci tie. Then, following the next day, Heard was seen wearing a nearly identical colored outfit in comparison to Johnny Depp while making her way to the courthouse. And on April 13th, she wore a similar tie. Is anyone gonna address why Amber Heard is mimicking Johnny's outfits every day? Wrote another user. The woman is sick in her head, and there you have it. The recent updates on all things Amber Heard and Johnny Depp and how the case is looking as of now. When Amber Heard takes the stand, what statements do you think she will make to support her case? Was Johnny Depp's testimony enough to prove his innocence of all of this? What other witnesses do you think would be called to the stand to help either side of the trial? Let us know what you think in the comments below.